On the last episode of Launch Pad, the last 5 competitors got the word that they are on their way to the finals at SEMA.
Yes!
Welcome to the 2021 SEMA Launch Pad. From over 200 entries, 15 automotive-inspired entrepreneurs were hand-selected and brought to the city of Las Vegas to battle head-to-head for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win $100,000 in cash and prizes and attend the SEMA show. On this episode of Launchpad, the 5 Launchpad finalists have been chosen. It's time to find out what drives them to innovate and what the judges will be looking for in Las Vegas.
Look around, because 10 of you will not be here at the end of today.
To tell you what happened today.
What didn't happen?
Today was awesome. Being a semifinalist and making the top 5 is absolutely amazing.
Oh, it was a roller coaster. Super nervous, the weight. They had me on edge.
What they put us through, the highs and the lows, it was awesome.
Round 1, lightning round, was pretty intense.
Today we did 2 pitches, a lightning round pitch, which was a 1 minute, which we really didn't have any visual aids or props. We just had to go in and describe it as if we were in an elevator with these guys.
I got to go in and be crazy nervous and talk about my product to a panel of judges that would understand my product.
Totally flubbed the speed round. I don't know what came over me. I just was talking and everything went blank.
The pressure, unbelievable. The competition, who we had around, the competitors, all great products. That's nerve-wracking. The judges, I mean, it's insane to be in front of that group of people.
Tell us about your product. Your 1 minute starts now.
Tell me a little bit more about how it's a helping hand.
To walk in and see the judges who I was going to pitch to today, when we found out who they were, I felt pretty confident that they all have a stake in my product. They understand my product and how it could benefit their use. Very intimidating though.
Can you pull the whole gearbox off without emptying it out?
If you're strong enough, it depends on how much you put in there as well.
Been following Chip Foose's career for a really long time, 20 years. He's an icon, he's a legend. Jared, ADD, I mean, great product, great store. I mean, it's a lot to take in, and it really puts the pressure on you knowing that you're gonna pitch your product to this group of people, and you better get it right. And you have a lot of stiff competition right behind you that's hungry.
So walking in and seeing those particular judges, it was a relief in one aspect to finally know who we were pitching to. But then, based on the level of judges that they are and the caliber of their businesses, it immediately was apparent that we'd have to step up our game.
They're all industry people. They get what we're doing. They ask all the right questions.
What companies have adapted to your technology?
Can you tell me a little bit about your manufacturing process? I'm interested by the material and how it's made.
Yeah. You've obviously tuned a motor with this. What were the numbers that you got out of it? This is the first year for me doing SEMA Launch Pad. It's amazing to me because I'm seeing people here that, I don't think they even expected to ever be here. They're from other industries. They just had an idea and they ran with it. It's the American dream.
I enjoy tinkering with things and new things, and I'm steady. I stay with things for a long time though, like 26 years in my other industry. This I've been in for roughly 4 to 5 years now, and I don't see myself getting out. I see it just expanding. Oh my gosh. Winning Launchpad buys me inventory, buys me advertising. Everybody's gonna say advertising and inventory. I know that's the common thing, but we're a small little business. Small family business. It means everything to have inventory because we watch every penny. We're so pumped. I mean, whether we win or lose, we made it this far.
My first pitch went okay. I'm a hands guy, and without having the tool in my hands to show them what to do, I had to explain in midair what I think should happen, and my pretend product that's going to save the world and keep technicians healthy in the workplace. I didn't feel I got it across the best I could, but to make it to the top 10, I feel I did pretty good with that part of it, but it was still, you never think you do the best. If I had to do it all over, I would probably talk more about my safety aspect of this tool to them, but I think they understood.
The first 60-second pitch, you're trying to put so much information to the judges. You have to talk extremely fast. It would be nice to slow down. I naturally pitch my product fast, so sometimes it would be nice, you look back, I should have taken a breath and went a little slower, but again, it's a 60-second lightning round. I mean, it's a lot of information, a lot of words got to come out within those 60 seconds.
One of the biggest things that stood out to me is something that I really haven't seen in a long time, is the passion of starting your own business. You know, I remember when I was starting up my business, and when any kind of new opportunity came to me, the excitement I would get from it. And you could see it on the contestants' faces. You could see that, you know, this is a big opportunity for them.
I didn't really know what to expect, other than I was excited to meet some of these entrepreneurs. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I know what it feels like to be building a business and scaling it, and to have a break like this. But as I got to know each of them, my heart just went out to them. So in so many ways, more exciting than I thought, more passion than I thought, and definitely more fun than I thought.
When I call your name, please step forward. Jonathan.
When I was asked to step forward in the first elimination round, when I was asked, you know, stepping forward and you think you're getting eliminated, but really you're actually being saved, yeah, that was a low moment.
Well, no one wants to go home. So when you have that level of competitors beside you, it's nerve-wracking.
When they called the second group of 5 up, I didn't know what to think, and my heart was beating through my chest at that moment, and I said, is this it? Am I going home?
I thought I was on the rack, the chopping block.
Some of your guys' presentations could use a little bit of work, but congratulations, you're making it on to the next round.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And the second round was a demonstration, which I had something prepared for to say, but that kind of wasn't working. Doing it and assembling it with my hands and trying to remember the script. The size they need, a length of hose, choose the fittings that they think that they need. So I just sort of switched gears and went back straight into regular presentation as if I'm showing my friends or anybody else, and they were very receptive to that. They got it, and I think that's helped maybe push us over the line to get into the top 5.
Congratulations, top 5. I mean, how are you guys feeling?
Yes!
What was going through my head was just, you know, how difficult it is to get down to, you know, eliminate people and do it, you know, in front of their face and things like that. It was really difficult and emotional. You know, everyone came out here, everybody wants to win, everybody has great intentions, and to, you know, send people home, it's tough.
The judges and I have all agreed that you 5 really have something special going on. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. Sorry. Great products.
Yep. Tough decision, guys.
You guys did awesome.
Yeah.
Right? Be proud of yourselves. But
when I was in the third group, we didn't get called forward. So I thought the second group were the ones that were, the first group that went through, so I thought the second group went through and then the third would not go through, which was, you know, fine. It's been a great competition. We still get to go to the show and exhibit with all these other great guys. If I walked away with nothing, I've walked away with a huge amount, more than I thought that I would coming here. I spent some years in this industry on the OEM side. The thing about the car community is there's so many good people in it. You have so many mentors. People who build cars do crazy things, so you're okay to try different stuff that may or may not work or catch fire. You see it every year at SEMA. It's like, how can I top this? But every year there's like something wilder that shows up and blows everybody away. And being a part of that to help even bring those projects to life, that means a lot two, to be at the cutting edge. It's going to be a huge show, and I expect to see some really impressive builds and products.
If I were to give advice to somebody that was going to come and compete in Launch Pad, I would say know your product and explain your product as if you're explaining it to a kindergartner. Because we haven't seen the product at all yet, and there's some things that I didn't learn until after we may have eliminated some people. Still don't understand how that product works. If it's hinged?
It's not hinged. It's a J hook.
Right?
It's a hook that hooks like this.
Yeah.
And that hooks it all the way around.
The corner and
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
You're trying to stretch it. I didn't understand it at first, but you clarified it.
Yeah,
That's why I was asking him.
I see him struggling to kind of explain
Yeah.
because he's an engineer, right? So he's just, but I'm like, listen, let's just break it down to something.
It was a great opportunity, both rounds, but first round especially, just to have the platform, being able to explain to the judges what my system is, how it works. Because when you first say mechanical cooling, they go, what are you talking about? It doesn't exist, you know. What do you mean refrigerant? So to have that platform, I thought it went really well.
You know, I had hopes that the product and you know, the idea that I had and the concept and the product would stand on its own, and the judges would see that, and it turns out they did.
This becomes a new product because you're allowing the shock companies to build a bigger, better shock.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can put it on the stock vehicle and use all the
Yeah, and we're
computer
certainly
diagnostics
in
that they use.
passenger car space right now, off-road vehicles. This would apply there too.
The second elimination was even more difficult because the cream rises to the top. So there are better products, and we were emotionally invested because we got to know these people a little bit more. I mean, some of them we had lunch with. So just spending that time and really hearing their passion, that just gets you to really be a champion for them. Like, we're cheerleaders for them. We want them to succeed. We want them to win.
The second time in front of the judges, I don't think I nailed my 2-minute mark. I didn't pay attention to the clock. I wanted to make eye contact with everybody and just stay on that level. And I think I did the best I can do. My process is a 20-second process, so to stretch that into a 2-minute pitch is very difficult. So I thought I did well. I've moved the card around. I showed every judge why it would benefit the industry and what every aspect of the tool can do. And I think that part went well, but it turned more into a really comfortable conversation with everybody. And I really enjoyed that part. It just calmed me down. And I think the general consensus that just talking with the judges was better than doing a pitch.
Lug nuts right there on that side. Can you get to them with the wrench, or are you just going to, say if the tire's in a position where you can't rotate it on the vehicle?
Yes.
How do you get the impact gun?
You can get impact right here. It does.
So
it does
it's an
fit.
extension, you're saying?
It looks close, but you can get a gun right here with a normal size socket to get onto your lug nut.
Okay.
It does look close, but it
big
is
half-inch
functional.
gun, no problem.
Yes, no problem. It
You
is
don't
functional.
need that arm until the lug nuts are off.
That's correct.
So does that go down further?
Yes. So this arm goes all the way to the bottom.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect.
So this is the second round of questioning for the same person. So we're able to get a little bit more information to help make better decisions.
Second round elimination was, I saw the competition that was in my line. I was saying to myself, oh crap, I think I just made it.
Everybody's getting to know each other and really enjoying each other's company, and I feel they're friends now. And to see somebody not make it kind of hurt. But we all had good banter during it, so we all understood where we were going to go, and either way, we're all winners.
When the second 5 moved forward, went out my peripherals, when I seen the 4 that I was standing with, I felt confident. However, with these things, you never know. You have to be humble, and even on the level, I mean, we're competing against the top other 14 companies. I mean, so you just never know.
Growing up in the country, you work on your own vehicles, you DIY mechanic for tractors, your trucks, anything on the farm. And if you didn't have a certain type of tool, you went and made your tool. You didn't go buy it. If you needed a certain type of wrench, you would cut it down, weld it, bend it, whatever. And that kind of pushed me to the organization side. I didn't have the proper organization I needed. They didn't sell it. So, I in turn made my own organization and made something that worked better for myself. So I think being a a combat veteran and an entrepreneur kind of tie hand in hand together. A good way I can explain it is my end goal is to have toolbox widgets in the majority of toolboxes worldwide. So that's my mission, and I have that military mindset that I'm going to push whatever it takes to accomplish that mission.
The Launchpad with SEMA is an amazing opportunity because it gives the new businesses, the startups, the entrepreneurs, it gives them a chance to show their business and be in the spotlight when any other industry you're kind of drowned within the big companies. So this gives the small business and the small entrepreneur a chance to stand out.
I drew up this product 4.5 years ago on a napkin, and then I was staring at it in the hallway. So I knew it was going to work out well.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing feeling. I feel so honored to be with the group of 15 who's, individually everybody's product, I would spend my own money on their stuff, right? It's that level of quality and caliber. So certainly like to be included in that group is amazing, but to make top 5 is just, fantastic. So I feel truly, truly honored to be included in the top 5. I started in the industry officially in '99 or 2000. I became involved with a couple buddies, and they have an Ultra 4 racing team, so it's like a combination of trophy truck and rock crawling. And it's this vehicle that we first put our semi-active suspension system on, and that gave us the position feedback that we needed to do really cool stuff during the race. What I like about this industry is everybody has the mentality of doing cool things for cool people. That's kind of something that I gravitate towards. Winning the SEMA Launch Pad competition would I think, force us to move farther faster.
We've narrowed it down to 5 finalists. They have got, I believe, about 14, 15 weeks right now to prepare themselves before we get to SEMA. It's going to be really interesting to see how far they take their business or their plan in the next 14, 15 weeks.
I don't think there's much really left to do. I think I know my business better than anybody. I'm talking to industry people. They understand where I'm coming from. I think really I'm going to be myself and just take it as it comes. I'm not too concerned about it now. I think we presented a lot of information. They validated the ideas. They're going to come back with us with some difficult questions, more difficult questions than today. But I'm equipped to answer to anything about my business, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity.
To prepare for pitching in the hot seat for SEMA this year, we maybe take the night off tonight, and then it's foot to the floor and pedal to the metal to get ready for SEMA.
How I'm going to prepare for the hot seat in November. Give it all I got. Know my product, deliver as best as possible. Calm my nerves down. That's going to be number 1. And just be ready for whatever the judges throw at me. Everyone knows when you're at the drag strip, everyone's got bags of ice trying to cool down the intake manifold. Everybody's trying to get cold air because they know it's going to give you 2/10 in a quarter-mile time. My first invention was an integrated fender scoop. I'm like, man, if I could scoop the air from outside and ram it right into the filter, I'm like, that would be perfect. And then after that, I got into HVAC. So then that's when I was like, man, with refrigeration, if I had some way to get refrigeration in the air induction, I'm like, dude, that'd be the coldest air ever. And once I put the system on the car, it was phenomenal. And then you go to dyno, where we're testing, the numbers are there. At SEMA, I hope I see someone pass out. Just, because they love the product so much. Don't worry, got cold air for them, get them up, you know what I mean? But yeah, that would be cool, man. Just see people's reaction. That's the coolest thing. That's the coolest thing, man. See people's reaction and go, dang, you figured this out.
So going into the finals, they have to polish up their pitch. They have to get their numbers. We didn't really go hard on the numbers. We didn't go on the business. These guys have to really prepare. So when they're talking to us, we really truly understand their business, what opportunities are there, what their pitfalls are. We didn't talk about like some of the negatives on their products or what's going on in the market or some of the struggles that they have. Those are the things that are going to come out when we're on the hot seat.
To prepare for the hot seat, the top 5 in Vegas, I'm going to do exactly what I did for here, but I'm going to do it more. I'm going to be talking to myself all the time in my car. I won't be listening to the radio. People driving by are going to think I'm crazy because that's all I'm going to be doing is talking to pitch. And I'll try to streamline it. I'll try to make things a little bit different and show more of the safety aspect. I showed a lot of the utility part of the tool, but I want to show why we built it and why it's a great product for shops and for the home shop and for the dealership and for the big network. But I'm just going to be talking, and it's going to be insane.
When you get to this level to where you're at SEMA, you know, having a good personality and having a good story is awesome. But when it boils down to it, you know, you need to have a SEMA level product to showcase.
The 5 finalists have got their work cut out for them. They are going to need to go back, they're going to need to refine their product pitch and make sure that it's really clear and easy to understand the value proposition. What problem does it solve? How are they going to get it to market? How are they going to make that business successful? Because we want to make sure that the winner of this Launchpad competition is really going to be able to take this money and scale their business and bring it to market and share it with the world.
For the hot seat elimination for the top 5 this year, I'm going to keep doing what I'm already doing, pushing forward, innovating, pushing my company to new levels, and keep trying to move forward within the industry.
The 5 people sitting at home, you know, are going to have to really sharpen their pencil. You know, a lot of holes in their game is a good and a bad thing because it's a way to understand how they get better their business. So for me, I'm looking at things like, you know, some people don't know what direction they want to take their company. They don't know if they want to go through distribution. They don't want to know if they go sell retail. In my opinion, you know, put your business plan together. You know, if you want to go distribution, write your model to go distribution. Come back to SEMA, show us what you got, and show us your foolproof way to the top.
I expect to see some major leaps by a couple of these guys.
We're going to need to know a lot more about their businesses, about their procurement plans, about their marketing plans, and about what the road ahead looks like for them.
Unlike the other competitors, this is our 3rd year in business, so everything that I'm asked, I mean, it's something I've already been doing by heart every day, 16 hours a day, so I feel confident. However, how can you prepare for something you don't know what's coming?
Kind of see the light bulb go off that, hey, it's bigger than what you're doing, and it's good for the industry as a whole.
SEMA has been over the top for me. They've been so helpful to me, and everything we've gotten through has got us to this part. So this is that next level.
I got high energy, and I love my product. I love what it does. I'm so happy to be here. But this is who I am. I wake up like this. If you guys only could have saw me at the hotel room this morning. And I think that energy needs to be pushed forward because I'm not just selling the product, I'm trying to sell myself as well. And I believe in the product, and that's where the energy comes from.
Now that I'm able to do this, and like it is literally what people call the American dream. The time came, everything sort of fell into place. Still a ton of hard work, and it's not over yet.
For these 5 innovators, it's on to Las Vegas and the SEMA Spotlight. In front of a convention audience, 5 groundbreaking products will compete one last time for the ultimate prize of a $100,000 development package and recognition as the top innovation of the year. Join us for the exciting conclusion of SEMA Launch Pad 2021.